Hello YouTube, my name is Nero. Today we have some more Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, and today we have a giant update for Modern Warfare Remastered, which came pretty much out of nowhere with no real warning whatsoever. Today, on August the 8th, we now have 3 new weapons that have been added to Modern Warfare Remastered supply drops. We have the Lynx CQ300 Full Auto Assault Rifle, the PK-PSD9 Burst Fire Submachine Gun, and the BR9 Semi-Automatic Pistol. Now, as I said, we had no idea these things were coming. Typically, people are able to look into the game files and tell us that these things are now in game files and give us some more a month or so in advance, but we did not have that this time. It appears that Raven Software is getting a little bit better at hiding updates they are making to Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. But I have a friend of mine, James Sync HD, who actually was able to get all 3 of these weapons, and he allowed me to play with them in a private match with him, so I was able to test out the weapons and get some gameplay for you guys. So let's check these things out because they're definitely pretty interesting. We're going to start things off here with the PK-PSD9 Burst Fire Submachine Gun. This weapon is very unique for 2 distinct reasons. Number 1, as I said, it's a Burst Fire Submachine Gun, the first of its kind here in Modern Warfare Remastered. But number 2, this weapon is actually just another DLC weapon hidden inside of a frame. Does that make any sense? Allow me to explain. So if you inspect the PK-PSD9, which that gun's name is a mouthful, you will see that it's actually just a pistol inside of a frame, and the pistol in question is the Procolot, which is another supply drop weapon that released as part of Operation Lion Strike. Now, we were able to do some very brief testing of the weapon, and we were able to determine that the PK-PSD9 is a stronger version of the Procolot pistol because it can one burst at ranges where the Procolot cannot. I assume that there are going to be a lot of similarities between these two weapons. We do know for a fact that they actually share ammo, which is going to be 9mm, which means that both of these weapons actually share ammo with the M9 pistol and the MP5 submachine gun. Overall, the PK-PSD9 seems to be quite powerful, especially in close ranges. It one-bursts enemies very consistently, it is incredibly accurate, and it has low recoil. I will be very interested to learn the official stats of this weapon because it definitely seems to be a very powerful submachine gun. Next up, let's take a look at the Lynx CQ300 Full Auto Assault Rifle. A very nice looking assault rifle indeed. The in-game tooltips say that it has a very high fire rate, and it looks to be a competitor with the M4 Carbine and the G36C. Right away, I did notice some similarities between this weapon and some guns from years past. The body style and reload animation remind me quite a bit of Advanced Warfare's KF5 submachine gun. The iron sights remind me a lot of Advanced Warfare's HBRA-3 assault rifle, and maybe it's the reload animation, but I'm definitely getting the hint that Modern Warfare 3's CM901 assault rifle served as some inspiration for this weapon. Overall, it feels good. The fire rate seems to be high, recoil is relatively low, the reload speed is quite fast. I'll be very interested to learn the official weapon stats for this gun once they are published because it appears to just be a good overall assault rifle. It doesn't seem to be wildly powerful like the BOS-14, but it definitely looks to be a pretty good assault rifle nonetheless. Finally, let's take a look at the BR9 Semi-Automatic Pistol. Do you guys like view kick? Because this gun has a freaking ton of it. The BR9 seems to have the same design as some of the old Luger pistols, such as the one that we will be seeing within Call of Duty World War II, and as a result, its recoil is insanely high, but its damage also seems to be very high. I was consistently surprised at the range that I was actually able to secure a 2-shot kill, though I did find that the recoil was very off-putting and difficult to manage at times. If you begin to spam this pistol, you will very quickly forget where your target is because you simply can't see them anymore. I keep saying it, but I'm very interested to learn the official weapon stats of this gun because I want to see how they are going to balance this gun. It seems to me that if you're going to give a gun this much recoil and make it this difficult to actually use, then it needs to be as strong or stronger than the Desert Eagle or the 44 Magnum, because those guns, while they do have a decent amount of recoil, they don't have nearly as much as this thing, right? And maybe it's just going to be a high recoil, nice 2-shot kill range pistol. We're going to have to see how it plays out, but I think for the first time, I'm actually interested in trying out a new pistol. For the longest time, I've only used the Desert Desert Eagle. From the time I hit first Prestige, I brought the Deagle with me, and that has always been my secondary throughout all of my time here in Modern Warfare Remastered. No other weapon has been able to make me want to switch my secondary up for any reason until now, and I think the reason why is, one, it's kind of a difficult to use gun, which is kind of interesting, but two, it has that classic World War II Luger feel to it, which I think is actually pretty awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you guys here in this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Apologies for not being able to give you guys a heads up about this update. We had no idea it was actually coming to Modern Warfare Remastered, and I have a feeling that Raven Software is getting better at hiding updates to the game files, because typically Earthbound fans, Samuel, and Tails, they always update us about a month ahead of time when new weapons are going to be coming to Modern Warfare Remastered, but they did not do that this time. So either they're getting better at hiding updates to the game files, or Earthbound fans, Samuel, and Tails, they decide maybe they don't play Modern Warfare Remastered anymore, or they haven't checked in a while. Who knows? But either way, Raven Software pretty much blindsided us with this, and I was pretty much caught with my pants down because I have no freaking depot creds. I thought I was lucky. I have every weapon from Operation Copperhead. I have the S-TAC Aggressor, I have the Mark 8 Light Machine Gun, I have the Rangers. I'm like, wow, I actually have all the DOC guns for a change. Let's go back to Operation Lion Strike and try and get that MAC-10 submachine gun. So I've been spending all of my depot credits on Operation Lion Strike, and suddenly, out of nowhere today, we have new weapons in Operation Copperhead. So that's definitely a bit of an issue. But ladies and gentlemen, regardless, thank you guys all so much for listening. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. And if you guys have any of these weapons, let me know, how do they feel in the actual online multiplayer itself. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.